Islamism, wisdom, strength, and beauty. Hotep, Shalom Mishkael. I reserve all my rights without recourse, without prejudice. Peace, 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 beloved. Peace to all the Moors. Peace to all the newbie, fresh, awakened individuals who are seeking the truth, seeking the way, seeking to know. I'm gonna talk about my experience here lately. It's been about 35 days since I was released from being kidnapped by the Los Angeles Sheriff Department. And I have spent every day the past 30 days studying, researching, listening to lectures, and this is a little bit of what I got so far, okay? So, I've already mailed off. Name proclamation and judicial notice declaration. I'm going to show it to you. Now, I probably would be a lot further along if we had more Moors that were competent. Even the Moors who claim to be competent, claim to be, judges and sheiks and grand sheiks, just because they have titles don't make them competent, okay? A lot of them, they think just because they know so much, they're so competent, but they're still ignorant and they're still not competent. So you got to study for yourself, okay? You have to heal yourself. You have to heal your own house, okay? Because most people are arrogant, selfish, ignorant, egotistical. Want attention, want to be in the spotlight, and that's just the energy I'm getting from a lot of these individuals, both in the temple and out of the temple, in the temple and in the consulate, so-called consulate. Okay, so if you want to correct your status, okay, your standing. Basically, it's kind of like how the Peckerwoods, they created the bar association, and what it's supposed to supposedly stand for, even though it's not a real association. Once you go to law school and all that shit, then you take some test, and now you can come past the bar. You reach the bar, right? You reach your standing so that you can go in court and basically be an officer or be deemed competent. All right, so that gives you an idea of what status represents. Okay, I know that's kind of a short version, but think about it. Listen to what I just said again. Status, standing. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Declaring our nationality, status, standing at law. All right, and you don't necessarily need to go in a temple or need to be a part of any Moorish consulate or nothing to correct your status and your standing. All right. Now, this is not to say in the future that there won't be competent, compassionate Moors in the temples and in the consulates that will, actually help you, you know, help themselves, help us. When I help someone that looks like me, I'm helping myself. But most of these people, they're so blind and they're so selfish and ignorant. When they look at someone that looks like them, they don't see themselves. They just see another person. Therefore, they have no compassion to do anything for you. So do it for yourself. All right. Find If you do find someone that's willing to take you by the hand and help you do your homework, then you honor that person. If you don't have a gift when you get it, you give them a gift. And a gift is not always money, because any one of these people, whether they're in temple or in the consulate, you know, if they're asking you for money, they're incompetent. Period. They are incompetent. They have not reached the level where they can call themselves competent because they're still relying on money. All right? Remember that. All right? All this paperwork, it costs money, true. But when you're in your standing, you know better than that. Okay? So we'll talk about that more later. But anyways, so here are some documents you can get from the Moorish Consulate website, or you can get from the Facebook page. It has a lot of these documents on there, okay? And you go and you read them and you study them, and you try to find lectures and listen to the lectures over and over so you can get an idea of what's going on, right? Okay, this is Mac with all threes, Affidavit of International Trust of the Moorish Divine National Movement. Okay, and this one is printed on two sides. These are documents that are supposed to go in every package that you mail out. All right, so I'm showing you these first. Affidavit of National Trust of the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Okay. Um, and I've done it both ways. Okay, I declare my nationality in the temple, and here is me doing it in the consulate. Okay, so I can kind of tell you a few things based on my experience. That's it. Affidavit of termination of trusteeship. Okay, this is an affidavit terminating anyone who claims to be overseeing your trust, your which is identified by your social security number and your all caps name. All right. So I'm not sure who prepared this document, but if you have not prepared this document and you posted this document on a public forum, and another Moor comes and asks you to get this document or to help them with this document, and you don't do it, then you are in dishonor. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And you should go and sit down, because you're not a leader and you're not a teacher and you're just an egotistical person. And, go sit down, be seated. All right. Here's another. This is the same thing, the MAC 9 affidavit of land title. You can go and read these documents on the Moorish consulate website, and you can see how others have posted and created their packages, because there's a spot on there to where you can see whenever we complete these packages, we send it so that it can be posted on a public forum. And that just happens to be one website that is doing the postings. Okay. So not so much you go to the website to email a bunch of people and get a bunch of people's phone numbers and start texting them for help, because 9 times out of 10 no one will respond to you. Okay, and that could change. You know, responsible elders and leaders could come and take their seats and manage and run things how they need to be. Okay, so and even those who are there, you know, they're young, they're inexperienced, they're incompetent, but they're more competent than some of us are. Okay, but that doesn't just mean that you rely on other people for anything. Now, some of you, you're hurting. You're in poverty, you're homeless, you don't have nobody to help you do anything. And so me telling you this just makes it worse. Like, why even waste my time? Okay. All right. I felt the same way at one time. All right. But this is just something that's important enough for you to press even harder. Okay. Because this is what the Peckerwood stole. All right. So it's hard it's hard to get back something that someone's stolen from you sometimes. Okay. All right, especially when they made money off of it and they can afford to pay everybody to help them keep what they stole from you, right? So remember that. All right. All right. This is a war for your estate, for our estate. When I say your, I mean our, because we look alike. We're from the same tribe. We're from the same bloodline, whether you believe it or not. And for you dumbass niggas talking about, oh, all black, all brown, melanated people aren't Moors and aren't this and aren't that, you need to shut the hell up because you're incompetent and you're just helping the Peckerwoods with their ideology. Okay? And for you Moors who are studying and you have a problem accepting that Peckerwoods can't be Moors, can't be, you know, in an organization like that. You have a problem with that, you need to grow up, all right? Because you want to be all forgiving and compassionate. This ain't that, okay? This has nothing to do with, being forgiving and passionate and being holier than thou and God and Jesus. This has nothing to do with that. This has only to do with your standing, okay, as a man at law, okay, as a living being. When you came out of the womb, okay, and into this realm, you were already gifted, you were already given titles, you were already given an inheritance. You just didn't know it, okay? It was stolen. Soon as you came out of the womb, if you were born in the hospital, it was stolen. This is what that is about, okay? Has nothing to do with, if you're a Baptist, if you're or Green Baptist or Red Baptist or Presbyterian, whatever all them names is. It has nothing to fucking do with that, okay? I want you to remember that. And I'm just as much, of I have been just as much as a religious person as anyone else, okay? But this has nothing to do with religion, okay? This has to do with what we call law, all right? And as the woman is the lawgiver. When she lays down and gives birth, she is giving birth to the law. Not only is she giving birth to the law, she's giving birth to the law enforcer. All right, that's you and I. So, where when it says be who you are, and everyone else will be themselves, and there will be peace and harmony. And in order for us to be who we are, we have to know who we are. Okay, the Peckerwoods, they send their kids to law school from preschool. I fucking promise you they do. Okay? So you got to know who you are and you got to study. All right? If you want to know the law, study the law. It's not that hard. It's only hard because you've never done it before. Something's always hard when you haven't done it before. Right? Okay? Every state has a constitution. Go and read your state's constitution. All right. If you have a hard time and you went to one of these dumbass inner city schools and you came, you went to a school where, everyone was making fun of reading and writing and you're not really good at it, find someone who can read and ask for their help. Or teach yourself how to read by just looking at the paper, reading it like you would a story, then reading it again, and then reading it again, and then reading it again. All right. Anything that's important to you, you're going to spend time and energy on it. Right. All right. So now this is just for today. Now that we sent off. Wait, I said I was going to show you. So hold on. As soon as I find what I did. You see all this paperwork? If you had to spend money on all of these color copies, you would be spending $100. Some of these places charge 50 cents per page. And then if you buy a printer and you don't buy the right one, you're going to be spending $30, $40 for ink every 3 or 4 days. Okay. So yeah, it is a cost. It is a cost when you haven't corrected your status fully and you don't know how to stand on that status. You don't know how to go in court and sue and win lawsuits. That's what standing on your square means. Going in court and winning a lawsuit by yourself. Okay? All right? UCC1 financing statement that goes with every lien that we sent out. And I'd like to thank and honor Brother Jamal, who prepared most of these documents that everyone acts like they prepared and have such a hard time sharing and explaining to everyone. Okay? I want everybody to go and thank Brother Jamal, who put his energy, even though he's terminated from the consulate, go and thank him. Because, he could come back. We could all get it together. Because if we don't get it together, then none of this matters. If we don't have unity, if we can't come together in group economics and collect thought, then probably be 20, 30 years until the next generation figures it out. Okay? If you have experience and you've worked in these corporations, and you've seen how they operate, then you're gonna be needed to bring that same experience into whatever you're doing. And especially if you are, wanting to be a part of helping others, know who they are, helping others correct their status and their standing on the land. Those skills are required. Don't sign up to be, a leader or and a teacher if you don't know how to handle getting 10,000 emails at a time. You're incompetent. Okay? Do you think Amazon has a problem getting 10,000 emails a day? No. Why? Because they have what they call an MOP, a method of procedure. It's already written how to handle those things, how to delegate those tasks, right? How to form teams and organizations and groups to get shit done. Okay? Instead of complaining and belittling people and talking down to everyone like you fucking know everything. You don't know nothing. Okay? So, I'm going to show you. This is the lawful notice, name, declaration, correction, proclamation, and publication. Okay. If you haven't went to the Moorish Consulate website and downloaded this paper, I'm going to help you right now. Okay. Go to the Moorish Consulate website and at least save the link so the next time that you go or pass by a Kinko's or Office Depot or a UPS store, you can go inside and at least print these just to get started. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see, get these pages in order for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on a second. 1, 2. Okay, so the judicial notice proclamation is going to be 8 pages. All right. Now make sure when you print it out, you print it legal and not letter. Okay. Or else it'll look like this, because whoever printed this one out and sent it back to me with the seal on it, they were incompetent. Evidently, they don't know how to print legal style. So I got mine back with a seal on it, looking like it was not printed correctly, printed letter. Okay, but that doesn't matter because now I know how to order my own my own seal, my own tools that I need to seal my own documents. Okay, but like I was saying, next time you go past, if you haven't started this yet, save the links, go and download these. This is the name declaration, correction, proclamation, and publication, and this is judicial notice and proclamation. Okay, you go, you download them, you write in your appellation, you write in your name, and then you contact another Moor who has completed this. That may take a little work. Email the consulate. Someone might email you back. Okay, can't promise you that. All right, because right now things are unorganized because there are a lot of people that are trying to get help. Okay, and that is to be expected. But what is not to be expected is for those who are put in position or who have volunteered to be in those positions of assistance, okay, to not be prepared to carry out the duties that they signed up for. Okay, by being arrogant and selfish and, you know, incompetent. You think you're competent, but you're not. Okay. Just when you think you're competent, that lets you know you need to study more. Because just like Brother Tosh Tariq Bey says, how dare you claim to be spiritual and travel, through the ethers, but you know you're so spiritual, earthly good. Okay, that goes both ways. How dare you be so earthly knowledgeable, but you're no spiritual good? All right, so that goes both ways, and don't forget that. Okay, because there are a lot of you, a lot of us who have corrected our status in the spirit. Okay, and didn't know anything about the earth, the earthly status. Okay, all right. So, as above, so below. All right. Okay. So then I had to go and make a bunch of copies because I have to send those to 7 different locations, which I already did. And I'll show you the 7 locations. So I just printed them and cut them out and pasted them on the envelopes. Okay, I had to go buy some envelopes. Those envelopes are like $1 a piece at the store. You have to find where you can buy them at. Okay, these are like 8 by 4, 10 by 14, or 10 by 17, or something like that. All right. There's one completed. Okay, ready to be shipped. All right. On some of them, we just wrote it on who we're sending it to. Okay, but these are some of the addresses that we sent initially, the name proclamation declaration, along with these other documents I showed you at first. All right, that's what you got to do first. You got to send those to all 7 locations. Okay, when you send them, make sure you attach certified mail. Okay, and I'm even gonna start putting the registered mail on everything because that's important. Okay. Okay, then after that, I waited a week. I saw that everything got delivered. I checked the tracking, and then I created the liens for my straw man and my social. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, and I had to find another brother to get help who has nothing to do with the consulate or any temple. He was just another Moorish studying and had gotten a little further and helped me with some of these documents, because if you go on the consulate website, a lot of the documents are in PDF. And if you're not really good with a computer, you don't know how to edit a PDF document. You know, so it's going to be a challenge for you. But as you can see, there are some of us that will figure it out and do our best to assist you. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here is the UCC one that filing the lien on the straw man. Got the tracking numbers. Okay, got the address who I'm sending these to. All right. Which is why I had to go make a bunch more of these copies of the lawful name and name proclamation, because pages 1 and 2, I'm going to show you. So we're going to put these 2 pages in there. Name proclamation, lawful notice. And then I'm going to put pages 1, 7, and 8 of the judicial notice and proclamation. Page 1. Page 8. Page 7. Okay. And I'm going to put another one of these packets with these in there. Okay. Library of Congress, certified copy of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. All right. The Holy Quran, Circle 7, front page. And then the affidavit of existence of the Moorish Embassy, the Moorish Consulate. Okay. Moorish American Embassy, Moorish American Consulate. Notice of existence, the notice of intent to lien. Okay. The MAC 9 and MAC 3 affidavits of heirship. Okay. So I'm going to put all of those with the lien and the proclamation, judicial notice. You know, these people trip me out. They're always on making videos, and then as soon as someone asks them how to do something, they're like, "Oh, I can't show you how to do it on video. The Peckerwoods might figure out what I'm telling you and change it, and you can't do it no more." That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Because when you become competent, it don't matter what they do. They can't stop nothing. They can't change nothing. All they can do is bogart you, you know, at gunpoint and kidnap you and do illegal stuff. You know, that's what they do. And once enough of us wake up and study, they won't be able to do that. Okay? So I'm going to show you, okay? All right, this is the straw man lien. Okay, this document was prepared by Brother Jamal. We thank you, Brother Jamal, for your diligence. We thank you for your competence in putting together this work, okay? All right, so like I said, y'all, the first page, the address to who it's going to with the tracking numbers. Okay, go and look at it so you'll see. Okay, the second page, who it's from, that's me, my care of address. The third page, my email address. The fourth page, send acknowledgement to. At first, this has send acknowledgement to one of the judges at the Moorish American Consulate, but I'm not sending nothing to no. I'm sending it to myself, okay? Because evidently people are not prepared, you know, to get a bunch of these. So send it to yourself and do it like that, okay? Organization's name, I put my name. I put the trust name, all caps, first, middle, or last, all derivatives thereof. I put my care of address, organization's name, U.S. Social Security number, I put it there. Okay. Keep going. Appellation, I put it there. Mailing location, my care of address. Collateral. This financing statement covers the following collateral. The collateral covered by this financing statement is the indebtedness of the debtor to the secured first-party creditor in the sum certain amount of, and I put a whole lot. I think I put, let's see, 199 trillion, 999 billion, 999 million. I could have put gazillion, but so I finish filling in my appellation, social security number. I put another tracking number right there at the bottom where it asks, okay, which is the same tracking number as I put to the social security admin. All right. And some more locations where it asks for your social and your appellation again. And everywhere I put my social and my straw man, I put all derivatives thereof afterwards because they change up You know, sometimes they'll put a zero, sometimes it's with dashes, without dashes, you know, your first name last name first, all that crap. So I just put in all derivatives thereof. So there's no mistaking. Okay. That's for everything, every time, in any document. All right. And then I have additional instructions for them to follow. I won't read those on here because that's personal. And then I signed it and I sealed it. Okay. Your fingerprint is your seal. Makes you your own notary. Okay. And then I attached an appendix which shows a bunch of companies stealing my money using my account. So I included that in there. Okay. Okay. I looked at one of these companies, and just one of these companies has over $1 trillion under management and assets. So they definitely owe me, and I will get paid. All right. So I added that. Make sure I put all of that in there. And this is probably not the entire list, but I will be sending a subpoena to make sure I get the entire list, and to make sure I get paid from each and every one of these companies. This is over 300 companies, y'all. That's stealing my money. Stealing my money. Figured out a way to go into my trust and steal my money. See, this is what Peckerwoods do. This is why. This is the reason. To steal your estate, to steal it. And then to find a way to lock you up and hopefully you never come out again so they never get caught. Okay? So while we're too busy being, incompetent, ignorant zombies, they're getting away with this. Okay? Real talk. All of us. We all got to wake up. We all got to do it together. Okay? I put these are over 300 records found so far of foreign corporations and offshore corporations that are registered and created using my trust and social. So that's another lawsuit. And then attach this UCC financing statement so the county clerk knows to file this as a lien. All right. And then hold on. Copy of my trust. Okay. I'm going to file that on the record as well. You can go to the website and get a copy of the Elodio Trust template. Okay. It's real simple to fill out. Okay. And then you include that and make sure it gets recorded. Okay. And then here's a letter. Okay. Telling the recorder of deeds to record these documents. Okay. And then I have another letter that I had to go and find on the internet that tells them, don't try and charge me. All right. Fee waiver. Okay. And if you get in touch with me, I'll definitely help you as much as I can. All right. With these documents, without telling you to go and study and recreate the documents yourself on all that stupid shit when I didn't even create the documents myself. So, okay. And then you do that for yourself and your family members, everybody. All right. Now, this is just for me and one other person. As you can see, it's a lot of paperwork. Okay. And it just so happens that the person that runs the mailbox store where I go to is Asian. And the Asians, they got a memo from their leader in China, letting them know that they're going to have to create new contracts with the locals. In other words, the Moors. So he doesn't really charge me for all of these. But and then once I completely get on my standing, then I'll be able to go in any store and they can't charge me for anything. Okay. So I'm still studying, right? All right, and then you make enough copies of the um, affidavit of written initial uniform commercial code financing statement, which I just showed you, because you have to send one copy to each one of these. Okay, one packet, and in that each packet, you got to send this packet with it and your judicial notice, your name proclamation. Now, one of the brothers said that you should be able to just put a link, see notice of existence at the Moorish Consulate website.org and put that link. Okay, I haven't done that. I just send it all. Okay, I haven't done that. All right, so um, I'm going to stop right here because I'm just going to take this one segment at a time because it's a lot. Okay, so to recap, we've already sent off our name declaration. Whether it's been recorded or not yet remains to be known. I'm going to figure out how to contact the deed of recorders to make sure I get the page and book number so I know that my documents are on the record. Okay? Remember that. Everything is for the record, on the record, for the record. That's why we do all of this. For the record. Let the record show. Okay? Anybody telling you paperwork don't make you competent, fuck what they talking about, okay? They're not talking about shit. Do what you got to do, all right? Get it on the record and then study if you have to. You know what I mean? Get the documents, fill them out, send them off, then study them. Then read them and memorize them because you have to know what you're saying if someone tries to challenge you. Okay? But just get it done. Don't let nobody stop you and discourage you and make you feel like you're stupid and ignorant because they're just as dumb. Believe me. Just because they might be smart, somebody, just because I made an A in physics, just because I went to Harvard, okay, I still can't even speak my own native language. I still don't even know my own native language. So I'm still incompetent. All right. So just because someone's competent in one area and they want to get all proud and egotistical, don't deal with them type of people because they will lower your vibration. Okay. Remember that. All right. Charity starts at home and then spreads abroad. Okay. This has to start in your own home, which in your own soul. Your soul has to be seeking, right? It has to be seeking the truth. And the truth is, who am I? Okay. If that's not your truth, then this isn't for you. But if your truth seeking is who am I, then this is a good start. Okay? Putting it on the record, for the record, who you are. All right? So let me get to work sending these out. I also have some presentments that are going out. And then I have tax returns that are going out. So oh yeah, and then I have the lawsuits for the illegal police and so-called judges, so-called policemen, because they're all getting sued. Okay, that's what we do. We sue they ass, and we win. All right. So you must study because you can't depend on no one to sue nobody for you. If you have a Moor that's competent and can win lawsuits and they're willing to help you, then honor that. You are fortunate. You know what I mean? I don't use the word you're lucky, because when I need luck, I go buy it. I don't believe in being lucky, you know. I had someone tell me good luck. Don't tell me good luck. I don't need your good luck. If I want some luck, I'll go buy some luck. Okay? Because I know who I am. Okay? I am created in the image of the master creator who is and was and will forever be, just as you are. All right? So study. Take it serious. When you hear that word, take that word serious. Because everyone around you has studied but you. Everyone around us has studied but us. And they studied enough to steal our shit and we never find out about it. They studied enough to know how to get those of us that look like each other to divide and be divided and self-sabotage their own fucking tribe, their own people, their own nation. So the nation needs truth, true and honorable individuals to come forward, to rise up, to study so you know the way, study to show thyself. You ever heard that? Study to show thyself approved, or work when you're not. Study to show thyself. Study to show yourself. Study so you can read it for yourself. That's what that means. You read it in the Bible? Study to show thyself approved, or work when you need not. Da, 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 da. Study to show it to yourself. Okay? And if you can't read and you can't write, it's important to get someone close to you to help you to read and write. Someone who cares about you. Okay? Because it's not your fault you can't read and write. But it's your fault if you continue to not be able to read and write. All right? So I'll keep you updated. Going to send out these liens on the straw man. And we're going to send out some lawsuits. And we're going to send out some, what else we got to send out? That's it for now. Copy of the trust. Make sure that goes in there. Um, Letter, couple of presentments to the bank so that they correct our status. All right. If you don't know how to do a presentment, you need to go and read um, HJR 192, the Gold Repeal Act. Okay. You got to read it to know, what's being done, what's going on. Okay. House Joint Resolution 192, the Gold Repeal Act. Okay, read that. Read your state constitution. Um, Read the UCC code. It's pretty big, so read it in sections because this is all having to do with admiralty and maritime law. Okay, law of the sea. Okay, you got the law of the land, you have the law of the sea. All right, the Peckerwoods figured out that they could fight with us if they learn to use the law of the sea, and that's what they're using. So you have to learn the law of the sea as well as the law of the land. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay, if you can go to a Peckerwoods daycare every day and think that you're going to school for 12, 14, 15 years, then you can do this because we wasn't going to school. We was going to daycare. And it wasn't even care. Day curse. Okay? So, peace and love, beloved. May goodness abound within you. All right? Islam